Hello, hi, welcome to Vino Raid, and I'm back with another video on what all starter champions or the best starter champions that you can opt for in 2025. And I'll be going in a detailed way. So first of all, like if you are starting Raid Shadow Legends in 2025, you might be wondering like which champions should you focus on first? And I'm going to share the best early game champions that will make your progression 10 times faster. So let's begin with the video. So we'll start with the best starter champions and we'll go through all of them and we'll we'll see which one's like the best to go for. And the primary one is like Elhain. She looks really cool, by the way. And the first and the primary thing that comes to my mind when I see Elhain is she doesn't need accuracy. She
Busquets. Ficou sentindo, hein? Capdevila fez cruzamento no Lorente, tocou de cabeça. Olha a sobra!
all her kit is about nuke damage and nuking stuff. She has like two really cool AoEs and like it attacks one enemy. So like suppose you have an enemy with lower HP, you can like focus on uh the other enemy and then like kill that lower health champion with this AoE. After that, like the multipliers too are like really good. And this second active skill, which has like an extra 15% chance of a critical hit, all these starter champions like can work if you have like 85% crit rate, like for the affinity favored conditions. So that's it for Elhain. She doesn't need accuracy. She's like a solid nuking champion. And the next one is Athel. So she's from Sacred Order. And another good part about Athel is like she has self-buffing stuff with her. Like she has this increased attack and increased defense in her kit, and then it grants an extra turn. So the catch is like whenever you see an extra turn stuff in it, like that champion is already good. As like that champion can reduce the cooldown of the previous skill or an active skill if that if the mechanism is like dealt correctly. So if you open with this nuking and then you do this, like it reduces the turn. So ultimately you can conclude that this skill is of a 2 turn cooldown. So she cycles quickly back to this turn again and again. So the next champion is Galek from the Orcs faction. This guy is like he was my starting champion, and the reason why I like Galek is he looks a lot like Hulk, and he gives me that green Hulky vibes.
Why? I'm playing summertime saga. Let me take a.
And yeah, he does need accuracy, and he has like two decent nukes with him. He also like does self buffing, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then comes our guy Kael. He's from the Dark Elves faction, like he's the best rare and the starter champion in the game. As a lot of stuff is going on with Kael. Like he is the best all-rounder champion. Like he's strong in campaign. He's like really good in dungeons. He's like preferred when a starter champion is preferred in a clan burst thing, as like he has a lot of poison stuff going on here. And if you see like there's this A2 that he has that fills the turn meter of this champion for 25% for each enemy killed. Like some self boosting, self turn meter boosting stuff going on with this skill, and there is this poison debuff. Like this adds up a lot of damage if it's like looked overall or you um see in a like long term battle, it benefits a lot. And then there's A1 like that has a solid chance of placing the lower debuff for poison. And yeah, decent stats, and yeah, he needs accuracy, by the way. So that's a trade-off between like going for the best with doing some stuff and doing some up and downs in his kit. So yeah, That's pretty much it. And then guys, we'll hop on to another some extra champions like which can be freely obtained. Like we can be like these can be termed as like easy to obtain rare champions. So champions that you can get early from campaign or drops. Like so the first one is Warmaiden. So why Warmaiden is preferred in all these champions is because she has an AoE that has like 100% chance of placing a 105% chance if you are like using the correct masteries for her, and has a solid like 60% decreased defense debuff on her A3, like on a 3-turn cooldown. This is the most underrated debuff in the game. Like this reduces and like this reduces defense on an exponential level. Like 60% defense is like mitigating it more than like half. And then she has like good overall stats. Like she does need accuracy, by the way. So the next champion is Diabolist. She has like some turn meter manipulation going on. She has an like increased speed buff with her on the A2 AoE, and there is like the self turn meter boosting abilities, which also reduces the enemy's turn meter by 15%. Like it's really cool. And there is this sleep debuff on her, which could be benefited if um, used in Sandoval. And the last one is Apothecary. So for Apothecary, you need to go here. He is also from the Elves faction, and this guy has like a solid A2 heal on a 2-turn cooldown, and this like heal can be critical. So if you give him a good crit rate, like this heal can like um do goated shit. And this is like a um attacks like 3 enemies. Like
I am a surgeon. I am.
you can opt for a stunt set on him or go with a speed set, like to make him the arena speed booster or um, just an overall speed booster with a healer. So yeah, another big shout out to Reliquate Thunder. Like I know there are some other areas that I'm missing, but yeah, I'll cover the most available. She's a good reviver and she removes all debuff like which could be benefited in the early Hydra stage, and yeah, overall she's good. Then we have some uncommon gems like Seducer over here. So what he's like an overall champion. He's like like good. He also has this starter champion aura and some damage mitigation, self buffing, block debuff. Then there is like AoE, smaller version of decrease attack with a sleep debuff. Like I feel like giving or taking Seducer's name is like totally worth it. He also has like a really cool aesthetics about his champion. Like wow.
How
9.
weird. No, like
No.
you're the lady.
What are you, blind?
Game designers did some really cool job. And then there is Armiger. So he's from the Sacred Order faction, and this guy has an A2 with damage based on enemy max HP. So in the early game, like these skills that involves like early max HP based nukes can scale up the damage levels on any area that like you're working upon. Like especially for clan boss, the spider, like he's really good in spider. Like check his ratings over here. He's like at a 4.8 ratings with the ratings on spiders, and he's like really cool. It's like really solid champion to consider. And yeah, and some other key areas that I want you to like focus on is like consider only one or two nuking champions at a time. Like if you wanna build Gembo, the Dishonored, Genbo, the Dishonored, whatever you are.
Alisuna, Cole, Bishop, Sair, Uvun, Jinju, Bridun.
Like make sure that you are only focusing on one or two champions at a time. Like if that is an attack champion, only focus on one or two, and then focus on like some support and then some revivers and stuff. Yeah, but like make sure you focus on some champions in some particular category. So yeah, the other tip is to like only upgrade good gear. Like good gear means like gear with good stats on them. Like you don't go around and just upgrade a gear with a stat that doesn't like for this curing set, like this does a 20% bonus sale for um whatever healing is like for whatever healing, and a champion that goes with like curing set doesn't in most of the cases like doesn't need a crit rate. So if someone is like doing heal based on damage, then that's a different case. But if someone is like healing majorly doesn't involves around any damage or doesn't need any crit rate, so this is like a piece to sell. So yeah, that is how like we clear these like clear and make our artifact collection efficient. The other point is like in the early game, this factor doesn't come like in the primary stage, but having a synergy, having a speed booster with the damage dealers work in a perfect way makes you like a pro champion in this game, like professional in this game. Especially uh the mechanism of how our team works is a primary thing to like consider. For example, if we go on to like any stage of Doom Tower, let's consider this team over here. So it's a well constructed team with a speed booster in there, a debuffer, a support champion, another debuffer, and a nuker. So we'll start. We'll make sure that we go on slower speed so that you can speak. So by this, like Arbiter's speed boosting move, all the turn meters for all the champions are like increased, and then we could go for a debuffer that reduces. Like Lydia has some really cool animations on her kit, and then for this guy, he's like another underrated champion. So we go for his tutorial on another video. So like she just like does this, and we just go with a smashing juicy nuke with Seer. So she violently and it's like really good that our champion like is left over as we don't have a uh, cooldown decreaser in our team. So cycling for our skills to reduce that cooldown is another good idea. Like is a good way to get through. So these champions will give you the best head start in Raid Shadow Legends if you're like starting the game now.
Ready? Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?
Make sure you check out the uh, promo codes and stuff, which I'll be providing in the description. And also, don't forget to check. Also, make sure you share that which champion carried you in your early game. Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to check out my beginner tips video for more. That's pretty much it. Bye. Have a good day. Bye, guys.